What's up everybody, Eric Preston here, and in today's video, I'm going to give you a very honest opinion after being with eXp Realty for 120 days, and I'm going to talk about 3 big reasons why you shouldn't join the company that I see a lot of people joining the company for these reasons. So that's what I'm going to talk about in this video. If you haven't subscribed already, consider subscribing because I drop new digital marketing content every single week so you can make sure you don't miss out. Now let's get into this video. First reason why you shouldn't join eXp is to recruit agents, okay? This is the biggest reason I see people joining. They think they're gonna come into the company and they're gonna recruit all these agents and they're gonna create this massive amount of wealth and a big pipeline for themselves. But the unfortunate reality is I've talked to some leadership, and about 97% of agents that join the company don't actually end up really getting anywhere with building their downline. So it's not all about that. Inside the company, they're not really all about recruiting like some people think they are. They're actually actively dissuading people from joining the company right now that are just coming in to actually just recruit people because they don't want that reputation, and they know they have it, and they know there's a bad taste in some people's mouths because there's a lot of cheesy agents out there, unfortunately, that are just coming into the company to try to recruit. So they're actively trying to stop that. So it's rare that people actually have a lot of success with this, with the exception of if you are a mega agent, you're doing a ton of business and you have something to actually offer the people that you're going to sponsor into the company. That is a good reason to bring people into the company, because the difference with eXp and what makes it different than other companies is that you don't only get the mentorship of your managing broker and the company and all the training it provides, you get the mentorship of your sponsors because they're actually totally invested in your success. So don't join for that reason. When I joined, they stopped me and were like, whoa, like, we know you have a following and a program, and like you don't sell a ton of real estate anymore because I mostly focus on my coaching and my digital marketing training. They were like, are you just coming in to recruit, or like what's going on here? And they stopped me and they had to interview me and ensure that I was actually going to still transact in real estate, because that's the company's main goal. So don't join and don't get sucked into it by this whole like recruiting thing. There's lots of great sponsors out there who can offer you a lot. And so don't just join to recruit people. If you partner with the right sponsors, then you can actually offer something to the people you bring into the company, but make sure you have something to offer as well. So that's my number one reason, is don't just join for recruiting. It's a competitive landscape when you actually get into the business and you realize that there's a lot of people out there who are really, really wildly successful and who have a lot to offer. And so that is a good reason to bring people into the company, is when you have a lot to offer. But if you don't have that, it's not necessarily going to work out for you in that way. So don't be lured in by the fact that you're going to build this like, 6-figure passive income, in your first couple years. For most people, it's much more modest than that. And the people that you bring into the company, they need to succeed. So if you're not offering them anything of value and they don't succeed, then you're not doing them any favors. They're not going to actually improve their business, and you're not actually going to make anything out of it. And you're just going to go through this whole process of trying to do something that actually works out to be a lot harder than you thought. So for example, I joined eXp because I am a digital marketing guy. That is what I do. I have an online course where I have 170 students where I teach them, real estate agents, because I'm a real estate agent myself, I teach them how to do digital marketing better with paid advertising mostly. So I teach people how to run Google ads. I have an agency where I run Google ads for realtors and do their online lead generation. I help people run effective Facebook ads. I help people with their drip campaigns and their follow-up and their retargeting on Facebook and all this kind of advanced technical stuff. My sponsor, Jason, is 100% a genius when it comes to building a real estate team. He sold 135 homes in his first year. He's built a team of 15 people. He sells 400 homes a year. I haven't done that. So I partnered with Jason because he's an expert at converting leads, building a team, all that kind of stuff. I come from a marketing background. So he doesn't like the marketing side. He doesn't do it. He hires people to do that. So we had a very good synergy and a blend of talents that we can bring to the table for people that decide to join us. I help them build up all their marketing pillars. Jason helps them build a sustainable real estate practice. So for me and for him, it makes sense with this whole idea of attracting people to the company because we have a lot of stuff to offer them. And then anyone that joins with us, they can therefore offer everything we offer to them. So in some cases, it can make sense, but just know that the landscape is competitive. There's a lot of great people that have joined eXp, and there's a lot of options out there for people that want to join eXp to choose their sponsor wisely. And you should choose your sponsor wisely if you decide to join. That's the biggest decision you're going to make when joining eXp, which brings me to my second reason why you should not join, and that is a friend. Do not join just because you have a friend who talked to you about eXp or someone who introduced you to the opportunity first. I get it. You feel an obligation to that person because they introduced you to eXp. Maybe they told you a little bit about it. Maybe you have a good relationship with them. But really look at, is this person going to help me level up my business? Because I see people join all the time that join just because they have a friend. They don't do their research, and then they don't actually get all that much out of the eXp experience. Because one of the biggest things about eXp is your sponsor. And if you connect with great sponsors who have coaching programs, like Jason, for example, has a coaching program that people pay, $500 a month to join. And I have a coaching program that it's really expensive as well. So if you have these things to give people, it makes sense, right? So choose a sponsor that has some mentorship and something to give you. Don't join just because your friend joined and maybe they didn't choose the right sponsor either. So there's other people out there who are just kind of recruiting for the sake of recruiting and not offering any value. You need to be with someone who's going to offer value to you, because eXp, yes, there's lots of training online, okay? One reason to join would be if you're into the work from home, I don't need an office kind of thing. There's tons of training online because they can train at a national level, not at a brokerage level. So there's like hours and hours and hours of training every single day. So they have lots of training. That's one reason to join if you're new and you want a lot of training. But outside of that, it's about having your managing broker who's going to help you through those early stages in your real estate career. You still get that, but also having mentors who've been there, done that. You can stand on the shoulders of giants if you choose the right mentor. Now, I'm not saying I'm going to be the right mentor or I'm going to be the right sponsor for everybody. I'm not going to sit here and pull the blanket over your eyes and say, I'm the best sponsor out there. I'm not. If you want to do your research and figure out who's the best sponsor for you, it's going to depend on you and what you want. Some people don't want to do online lead generation, and that's okay, But Jason and I, we've built our businesses on online lead generation. That's what we do. So if someone aligns with that and aligns with our values, then it makes sense for them to join the company with us, because we're both values-based people and we believe in aligning ourselves and our vision with other values-based people who want to build a sustainable, honest, transparent real estate practice. So my second reason is don't join just because your friend joined and they said they like the company and you feel like you have some obligation to them. You can have that conversation with them. It's a hard conversation to have, but we're realtors at the end of the day. We're people person. These are good skills to learn how to communicate these hard conversations with people that are close to you. Say, look, I know you introduced me to the opportunity. I really, really appreciate it. And I absolutely love you as a friend. My values just kind of align with this other sponsor more. And I feel like I'm going to get a little bit more out of that experience with them. And it's no hard feelings with you. We can still work together. I have people in the company that are sponsored by Jason, but not me. And we work really closely together. We mastermind. That's one of the good things about the company is there's a good culture within. Now, I'm not going to go into that right now because this is about the 3 reasons why you shouldn't join. So third reason, which is the tech tools. Now, this is a lot of what people will lure you in with, is they'll say, oh, we have KV Core and we have the best tech tools in the industry and all this kind of stuff. And let me give you my honest opinion, because I'm a guy who has had the luxury to actually work with the majority of platforms out there, okay? So I've also had the luxury to have been in over 200 real estate offices around North America. My old job was literally to prospect managing brokers and owners and go into their offices and present to the agents on how to run Facebook ads effectively. And I got exposure to almost every brokerage, okay? Now, I've seen the tech tools. I've helped agents. I've seen the tech tools that they offer. I'll be really transparent with you guys. Most brokerage supplied tech tools are never going to get you where you want to be. They're just not. I've worked with Keller Williams Command. I've worked with KV Core. I've worked with tons of different platforms. I still use a third-party platform. I still use Real Geeks. I still like Real Geeks. I still recommend it to most of my students. There are other platforms like Chime, which are really, really robust and in depth. Now, KV Core is what eXp offers. It's also what Royal LePage offers. It's also what McDonald Realty, which is a local brokerage here, offers. So KV Core's business model is to partner with brokerages and offer the bare bones of their service for free. So you're going to get a KV Core website. Yes. It's free. Yes. You're going to get it as ericpreston.exprealty.com. You have to pay to get your own custom URL. You have to pay to get any of the features. You have to pay to get any of the advanced stuff. So yes, in a nutshell, people do spend a lot of money on KV Core when they're not with a brokerage that supplies it. So you do get that for free. It is a good software. It's not my favorite. Like, it's a little clunky to me, but it does have, that's because it has so many features. There's so much you can do with it. There's a lot of people that do use KV Core really successfully, but it shouldn't be the reason you join, okay? Like, you shouldn't join a company just because you get a free piece of software. That's not a sustainable business decision. You need to join a company where your values align with the mentors and the people you're gonna be working with so that you can succeed. At the end of the day, if you're a successful real estate agent, paying $300 a month for a website CRM software is not going to break you. It's not going to be the biggest decision you make. It is more important to invest in yourself and your skills than it is to choose a company because of, the software they offer. Okay, so that's the other one. Is eXp's software better than other companies? Well, honestly, like, in a lot of ways, yes. They use SkySlope and they have a environment that's built online. Like, they were the most ready for the pandemic because they were already online. So they already have technology like eXp World and stuff like that, where you can log in and you can go get tech support. You can log in to Facebook Workplace, which is really cool. You can message your managing broker. You can message your admin staff and they'll reply to you right away. It's really, really cool. So do they have good tech tools? Yes. But should you join just because you're going to get free KV Core? No, you shouldn't. Like, it's not a good decision. It's not a good reason to actually make that decision. So just be really transparent about that. It's not the best reason to join just because you get a free KV Core website, right? Now, lastly, I'll add an extra fourth reason why you shouldn't join, and that is fees. Do not make a business decision based on fees. It just is not a smart decision to make. eXp's fees are not extraordinary. They're not nothing. They're somewhere in the middle. They're not a discount brokerage. They're not a really expensive brokerage. They're somewhere in the middle. You shouldn't make your decision. And I hear people ask this a lot. They start breaking down the numbers of all the fees. And I'm like, that's not a great way to make your decision. Just don't join because that you pay a little less money every month. It's about what you can earn and how big you can grow. And it's not about how much you can save. If you start looking at your business with a where can I penny pinch mindset, you're already setting yourself up for failure. You need to look at where can I invest strategically that's going to help me get to where I want to be, not where can I penny pinch and save, because, I moved from Keller Williams to eXp. The fees are actually slightly more with eXp, just a little bit, but slightly more. But I keep a little bit extra of my commission split when I join. So it all balances out in the wash. I interviewed every brokerage before I got into real estate, and everyone's fees more or less even out in the wash somehow. Some cater towards high producers, some cater towards newer agents, right? But don't join because of fees. Don't join because you're trying to penny pinch and save money somewhere. Join because you see the potential of where you can get to. All right, now let's flip the switch and talk really quickly about a few reasons why you might want to consider eXp. Number one is you're comfortable working from home, okay? I'm at home right now. This is where I prefer to work. This is where I'm most comfortable. I like rolling out of bed, getting on the phone, calling people, and doing my work this way. That's one of the big reasons, and one of the biggest reasons why people will never join is because they want an office and they want that environment. That's okay. Like, do your thing. eXp is absolutely not for everyone. I will never claim to say that. Now, working from home, if that's your style and that's something you want to do, or maybe you already do, or maybe you've migrated into doing since the pandemic, then great. eXp is a good opportunity for you because they've built their business online. Everything's already set up for you to work at home. So that's one reason to consider it for sure. Number two, and the biggest reason, is your sponsors. Like, did you come across a sponsor that can really, you feel like can change your life? That's all I'm going to say. Like, if your sponsor aligns with your values and where you want to get to and how you want to grow your business, like, there's some sponsors out there who are great at certain things. There's other sponsors who are great at certain things. Do you align with your sponsor? If you do, that's a great reason to join eXp. That is the number one reason why you should join is if you find a sponsor that's going to help take you to the next level. Okay, that's the biggest reason why you should join. And the third reason is the training is from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. Pacific every single day. And there's so much training happening in eXp world. So if you're one who really is a great student and you want to learn, and that's a big part of your life, because sometimes the best entrepreneurs are the best students. I know guys that are selling like, a few hundred homes a year who are in my sponsor Jason's coaching program because they still want to elevate their game. And one of the reasons they're so successful is because they are still learning from the best in the industry. So if you're someone who likes to absorb training and you're really into learning and education, like eXp just offers the most. In most brokerages, you'll get, with Keller Williams, it was one session a day, sometimes 2 sessions a day. There'd be like, 4 or 5 a week. eXp has like, 15 to 20 every day, sometimes more. So there's lots and lots of training for you to absorb and learn from other experts in the field. And there's a lot of collaboration around within eXp and within the culture. So that's all I'm going to get into. I wanted to focus in this video on the reasons you shouldn't join because I think those are more important often. So make sure that you don't join for those 4 reasons I mentioned, just to recruit, just for the tech tools, just because a friend, gave you the opportunity and they're not the right sponsor. So those are the biggest reasons why you shouldn't join. If you are curious about the opportunity, Jason and I are seeking people that align with our values, that can grow, that want to grow a sustainable real estate practice. Like we just don't want to take anyone on. Like I'm serious about that. Like I'm investing a lot of work and energy into the people that have joined with us already. I'm running their online advertising campaigns. Jason's coaching them on how to convert those leads and build a sustainable real estate practice. And I'm helping them with all their marketing. So I'm actually investing a lot of time in my the people that I partner with. So like, I'm not just looking for anyone who just wants a free opportunity. Like I'm looking for people who are ready to like put their running shoes on, level up their business and actually work with us, and people that also align with our values. Like I'm not just trying to recruit every single person in the space that wants to join. Like if you're a new agent and you really want to focus on building your business online and working with people who, really align in their values and want to build a values-based business and a business that like Jason has built that's sustainable. And what I mean by that is like, how do you get your people under you who you work with invested in the success of your company? Like it's about building a successful company in real estate practice that allows, people to be successful as much as you are. Like if you're successful and people under you aren't, then that's not very rewarding. Like we want to bring people in who want to build a sustainable practice and learn from us and build the same for themselves and have success. I'd much rather have 10 people join with me, really work deeply with them, and actually help them build really sustainable practices for the rest of their lives than have 100 people join me who are coming in and out of the company because people are failing and they're not getting everything they need. It's not appealing to me. So if you're interested in the opportunity, like leave a comment below, find me on Facebook, just search for Eric Preston. You can find me on Instagram. I got my handle here. And reach out to me. Like I'm pretty approachable. You can come talk to us. Again, I'm not looking to present this opportunity to just anyone, but if you have a good attitude and a good mindset and you want to learn about it, like I'm happy to chat. So anyway, I'll say it again, consider subscribing if you're new to this channel, if you haven't seen me before, or if you haven't subscribed yet. I put out new and fresh marketing content every single week. I just honestly have been really investing in my YouTube presence. So I'm putting out a ton of content coming here really, really soon. So hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any content. And if you want to learn a little bit more about the eXp model in detail, again, you can reach out to us and we'll schedule a Zoom call and we can chat in detail. You can ask all the questions, but you can also look up here, and I'm going to link to a video where Jason and I actually break down the model a little bit and the mindset behind eXp. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.